Hello, it's Mana the Spiritual Anarchist. So these are the cards that I shuffled and pulled. So we got the Fool, the Temperance in reverse. We got the, the Knight of Pentacles. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. Why is I don't, it's the way that I had it angled. Then we got the Death card. Then we got the Knight of Cups, another Knight card, Four of Cups, and then we also got the Three of Swords. Okay, so almost the same message, but a little bit different is coming through. So these cards are suggesting that you need to take some alone time. You need to figure out how to heal and how to get you on the right path. But something interesting that this pile is suggesting, or not suggesting, but saying, is that this change is going to happen no matter what, whether this is you and your kid moving in with your old husband's or your husband's house. So we got three cards here. So we got the Fool, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so the Wheel of Fortune pretty much means you have no control over what's about to happen. What's going to happen is going to happen, whatever that is, that's going to happen. And you may be feeling really overwhelmed currently, or you will be feeling overwhelmed because so much changes are about to start happening in your life, and you're going to feel like you don't have any control over this, and this may be like a shock to your system. And so the Wheel of Fortune is saying to just go with the flow, let things happen the way that they happen, because really ultimately you can't fight this change. You can try to fight this change, but it's going to make matters a little bit more difficult for you. And what Death is saying that this old way of living, this old life, or these thoughts are all going to come to an end. And you need to make sure that you let go when this ending happens, to let go of it, because if you cling to it or you try to fight it, if you try to fight these changes or try to not let go of old beliefs or old ways of living, it's going to make matters a little bit more difficult for you, and you're going to go through a transformation, and your life is going to go through a transformation. So I have a feeling that if you do end up moving in with your husband, it's not something that you really could control, that it was going to happen anyways. And this could also be something else. Maybe you get some sort of surprise where you feel like you don't need to move in. Whatever, something's going to end and a new beginning is going to come, which is these two cards play beautifully well together. So the Fool suggests that a new beginning is going to happen. Something is going to happen, and to be open-minded and to be curious about it, and this is a time to try to enjoy this, to connect with your inner child, and to have fun with what's going to happen, because your old ways of living are going to come to an end, and a new beginning is going to happen, and it's going to be beyond your control. But you may feel overwhelmed with all these changes that are happening. And the Wheel of Fortune also suggests that to try to stay optimistic and to go with these constant changes. All right, and so let's go ahead and go on to the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is pretty much restoring balance into your life. You may have this gut feeling that something's off, or something that doesn't feel right, or you feel like you need to make a change, or you need to do something, and to not ignore that anymore. Which card is it? So the Four of Cups, Nine of Cups. Okay, so yeah, so the Four of Cups is saying that okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to word this. The Four of Cups is pretty much saying this is a time you may be withdrawing, to really go inside yourself and to really think about what it is that you want and what you need. And so with that, you're going to find that you're going to start evaluating yourself. The Temperance card here with the Four of Cups, I feel like once you start retreating, people may ask you to go out and do things, and you're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna hang out in my house. And this is going to invite some clarity, some open-mindedness into your heart and into your intuition, and that's going to be able to tell you what is off. Because I feel like right now you may even be feeling oh, something just isn't fitting right. Imagine a puzzle, and you put a puzzle piece in a place and it looks like it goes there, but you feel like it doesn't. That's kind of what the Temperance card is suggesting, that there's just something in your life that just is not fitting, and you're kind of confused on what to do about it. What's going to make this easier for you to find out what to do is you need to heal yourself. And I feel like with the Three of Swords, you have a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak and a lot of grieving that you have to go through that maybe you haven't fully gone through yet. This is a time to really let yourself cry, to let yourself feel these emotions. I feel like right now you're even taking people's words too much to heart. Like maybe people are talking smack about you, or people are being mean to you. Maybe you're being criticized a certain way, and you're taking it a little bit too close to heart than you really should. And so this card is suggesting to go ahead and to cry, and to learn from pain, and to learn from past mistakes, whatever heartbreak you're experiencing or loss that you're experiencing, to allow yourself to feel that pain and to accept it, and then to move on. And if somebody is saying bad things about you, don't accept what they're saying. Like, just because they're saying it doesn't mean that it's real. And so to not let other people's negativity go into your life. And the Temperance card is saying that you need to heal from whatever this heartache is, whatever it is. And lucky for the Three of Swords, this means that you're almost out of this pain, you're almost out of all this heartbreak, that you've come to this healing. But there is something that you need to restore back into your life with balance. Like, whatever it is that maybe you're spending too much time at work, and we have the Knight of Pentacles here saying that you are a hard worker. Maybe you've been spending too much time trying to really work really hard, and the Fool is saying, well, come and enjoy life. Be a fool, like, crack jokes, have fun, but also to take things into moderation, and don't go too quick, too hard, to make sure that you try things out slowly. If you're with this move, if life is bringing you all these constant changes, and I have a feeling this has had to do with the move, to make sure that you don't move in too quickly, that you do it very slowly, and you don't try to rush into anything, and to really just go with the flow. And I feel like what's happening here is fate is going to come and take over, and you really don't need to put that much thought into it, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn. It's and it's also like saying karma, like what goes around comes around. So if you're experiencing a lot of like changes, or if people start acting weird, or things start happening, this could be a karmic balance here. But if you move into your husband's house, it's not going to be really, I don't think it's going to be a conscious choice. I think it's going to naturally happen the way it's going to happen, or if you don't move in. So I can't really give you a yes or no to this reading, because all these cards are saying fate, and you really just got to let things come. A lot of changes are going to come into your way. Your old way of living is going to change, and a new beginning is going to come, and this is going to happen on its own. So let's go ahead and go to the Knight of Pentacles, because there's still more messages in this. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying that so it's the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups here that we got going. So you've been working hard. Like I've said, even all the other readings are saying of how much of a hard worker you are. But I feel like you may be even getting bored with life. And the Knight of Cups also suggests that maybe you're feeling bored with life. You're feeling same thing with the Four of Cups in reverse, is that you're kind of just like bored. And I feel like that's also kind of like what's triggering you into making you feel like you need to do something, or that why do I feel so off, or why do I feel so weird? It's because you're just bored. You're bored, uninspired, nothing feels good. You're kind of just tired of doing all of this. And lucky for you, a change is going to come your way, and to be open-minded and to be curious about that change. And so then let's go ahead and go on to the Knight of Cups, because I feel like we've described the Death card pretty good here. So the Knight of Cups is saying that in reverse is that this change is coming your way. I feel like it's been in the process of coming, and you may be resisting it, like you're kind of fighting it, and that's bringing up frustrations, because like this change wants to happen, and it's going to happen, but the more you resist, the more it's going to bother you, the more it's going to irritate you. And the Nine of Cups is saying that is making you moody, because maybe you're just not ready for this change. Maybe you're not ready to move in to your husband's house, and that is bringing you frustrations, because I feel like this change may be trying to happen, but you are just not ready for any of this to happen. That's why with the Wheel of Fortune is to not try so hard with all this hard work and stuff, to kind of just go with the flow, let these changes happen naturally. Try not to stop anything, try not to make things happen, but to really listen to your intuition, your inner voice, and figure out what it is that you need to do to restore balance back into your life. Because I feel like that's what's also making you feel certain ways, is because you're just out of whack. And I think this is coming from a stem of boredom, that you're spending too much time working hard to build whatever this life is, and it's the work-play balance is just not where it should be. And so then we have the Four of Cups in reverse, where you may be going through this time of withdrawal, trying to really focus on hone down on what it is that you want and what it is that you need into your life. And when you do this, hopefully you are also going through some form of healing, and this healing is going to help bring clarity into your life of what you actually need to do. The Four of Cups also is suggesting to don't force anything. If you don't feel like moving in right now is right, with the Knight of Cups saying that you feel like you're just not ready, don't force yourself to be ready, because guess what? Fate is happening. Fate is taking the wheel. So you don't even have to make this decision right now, because right now is you are not ready to accept what needs to happen, and that's fine. So don't force anything. The Four of Cups is saying to don't force anything, to admit your true feelings, to talk to people about what your true feelings are. If you've been holding back of what your true feelings are with the Three of Swords, maybe it has to do with this heartbreak, this pain that you may have been pushing to the side, but now it's time to acknowledge what that pain is and to truly feel that. Don't lie to yourself anymore. Say, hey, I am going through something and I need to talk about it with you. Open up to whoever this is in relation to. If this is your husband, I feel like I'm getting a strong feeling that it is towards your husband, that you haven't really spoken how you truly feel, this pain that you really experience. And the Four of Swords is saying to accept that and to try to see if you can communicate how you're feeling, but don't force anything. If you don't feel like you are ready to talk about it, don't do that. Don't force yourself to do anything at this time. The Wheel of Fortune, it's turning, life is happening, and an ending is going to come. The Death card is actually, I don't know why they decided to choose the word death for it, but the Death card, because it just sounds so like not wholesome. The Death card is a really good card, saying that all this past negative energy, all this stuff that you've been through is going to come to an end and a new beginning. I'm so happy that the Fool card is here, because the Fool card is saying that this new beginning is a time for you to be open-minded and to be curious, but do not force anything. And so the Three of Swords, right now, all you can do, just accept your true feelings, let yourself go through this pain and learn from this pain. And with learning from this pain, you are going to heal, and it's going to bring you the answer of what you need to do, if you should move in with your husband or not. So I feel like what this reading is suggesting is don't force anything to happen. Allow yourself to feel this pain. The reason why you may be feeling off is because you're working so hard towards something and you're just really uninspired with life. But don't force anything, because fate is here. Destiny is going to lead you into the path that you need to be. And this pain that you're feeling is almost over. It's going to be put to an end. It's going to die, and you're going to have a new beginning. And while this new beginning is opening up to you, it may not be right now because you are not ready for it. This new beginning is going to happen, and to be open-minded and to be curious with it. So pretty much this whole reading on a short read is saying to go with the flow, heal yourself. This pain is only temporary. Learn from this pain, listen to what it taught you, listen to your intuition and what it says that you need to do in order to restore this balance into your life, and to really just go with the flow. And it's just a message saying that your past is going to end and new beginning is going to open up for you.